Hello and welcome back to UMass Sports Weekly. I'm Chris Corso here with two veterans in Kaitlin Boyer and Jake Liberty to talk a little bit of UMass field hockey. And tonight we're going to talk about two games that they had this weekend. The team's 1-3, and my first question is to you, Kaitlin. What do you see from this UMass field hockey team this weekend?
Well, on Friday, the team won their first game in overtime against Maine, 3-2. And probably one of the biggest things that we saw was a freshman, Melanie Krusch, playing her first game. She scored that winning goal in overtime. So that was definitely very exciting to see. It was her first game playing, so I think for her to really get in there and make the adjustment, especially being so young, I think we all know that switch from, playing when you're younger to then playing in college is a lot different. So that was really exciting to see from her. And also Brooke Sabia had the two other goals, which is someone that we're very familiar with from the Minute Women, that's always in there being very dominant. So you definitely saw a lot of aggression from the team, but it was a close call. It was 2-2, for a while there. But so I was very impressed to see her get in there and score and do well for her team. And another fun fact was that her brother was actually there to see the game.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So.
All right, well, that's great. They had a win, their first win of the season in overtime against Maine on Friday, and then they played against BC on Sunday, and they did lose that game. Jake, what do you have to tell me about that game in BC?
Not many good things is the basis of it. They lost 2-0 to number 13 BC. We have the title, or had the title, of number 10. So it's tough to lose like that. I don't think we're number 10 right now. I don't think we deserve it right now with the season. It started off, the two twins on BC, Emily and Erin McCoy, they both assist to the other one and scored 1-0. 6 minutes later, Leah Frome on BC scored the next one, and they kept that 2-0 lead all game. The UMass offense could not generate anything. Very, very dry, very, very poor offense all game. Only good thing was junior Sam Carlino in net, had 9 saves, and their defense, they lost 2-0, but it didn't get worse than that. Let up 2 goals in the same time, but other than that, their defense was pretty good. But BC outshot us 24-8. 24-8. Where is the offense in that?
That's right.
It's not what you like to see.
And you look at their shot attempts on the season. We got some numbers here. They're being outshot 90-38 by their opponents this year, which is not great after a 19-5 season last year. So definitely some improvement needed for the UMass field hockey team, who was 19-5 last year, but they lost 7 of their key players, seniors, from that team that was number 10 in the country. So is there anything else, a player or two that you really see stepping up for UMass, maybe that you didn't mention already?
Defensively, Lauren Ali Mohammed she's a senior. She's a captain. She's always been kind of up there leading. So she's definitely someone that I think leads the team, and also the defense is so strong. So clearly her being in that senior position is pushing the defense, I think, even further. But I think also what we have to look at too is that their only win was at home against Maine. So I think also being on the road, that's always a disadvantage. But also that was the game where they scored more than 2 goals. Games before that, they've scored less than that. So I think it's definitely an adjustment. But so far, we've only seen scoring from Brooke Sabia, Nicole Miller, and Melanie Krusch. So I think that everyone needs to step up. But with the 7 graduating seniors, it's understandable, and it's still early, so they definitely have time to redeem themselves and to keep pushing forward and show that they're the team that they were last year, even with the adjustments made and the new players. So.
Now, Jake, what do you think Coach Carla Tagliente can do? Who can she look for to step up for the team?
Like I mentioned earlier in the BC game, junior Sam Carlino, she still has this whole season as well as a whole another year to step up. I think that you're seeing her being excellent on defense, excellent in net, and that's what you're going to need, because you don't want to get blown out. If your offense isn't going to generate anything, you're not looking to lose 7-0, 8-0. You want a strong goalie in net, and I think Sam Carlino is really going to prove herself.
Well, we'll definitely be looking forward to seeing if this team can improve over the next couple of weeks. A team that was great last season, and you can only go up from 1-3. You can't do much worse than that. So we'll be watching for that UMass field hockey team in the upcoming weeks. But thank you, Kaitlin. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Chris.
And we'll be back with a little bit of UMass women's soccer.